Hello, and welcome to Baby Daddy 101. My name is Professor Lovenzo. Welcome to Baby Daddy One and Done. Oh, I'm sorry, Baby Daddy 101. We all know many of you have many more baby daddies than just one. And I wouldn't want to alienate any of you from this class just because your choices have proven to be poor before we have even begun. Now, a baby daddy illustrates that you are no longer in the relationship. For whatever reason, you had a seed with someone you were at one time seeking courtship. Now the time has come for you to depart that unionship. But before you go, let us go over a couple of things, shall we? This list will help aid you when you make the transition from boyfriend-husband to baby daddy. And remember, if applied correctly, you'll be able to be the best baby daddy you can possibly be. Also remember, you must possess some resemblance of love for this particular child or children as well in order for this to work. That will be an important key. First, let's make a quick assessment of your situation so I can see where you will need guidance assisting in your departure. This will help us end this once bonded merger and pay closer attention to the areas we will be forced to nurture. Number one, what kind of baby mother will you presently have once this relationship is null and void? Will she be easily annoyed? Will her rage frequently be on steroids? Is she or will she ever be employed? Around her menstrual cycle, was she someone you would constantly avoid? Was she an optimistic human or pessimistic and paranoid? How did she deal with rejection? Is she a narcissist or does she often have a gander at her own reflection? Does she have faith in the big guy's resurrection or not believe in Adam and Eve and the tree of temptation? Now, I'm not trying to sway you into any bullshit with this line of questions. I just do not want to come to the fork in the road right at the intersection and prematurely look back without the facts only to declare a re-election. So it is imperative that we get these questions answered for your own protection. Now that these personal inquiries are satisfied, let us get into your rights. Oh yes, do not let the masses fool you, my friend. You do in fact have fatherly rights. Depending on the state you are currently residing in, of course. This will determine the amount of alimony in your divorce. And subsequently, the force thrust upon you by the Child Support Task Force. As a male, most states will have you a workhorse in the workforce because of who you chose for once upon a time intercourse. Once you know what your personal state's laws are in family court separation, we can move on to your boyfriend-husband to baby daddy transition. My advice is to get a lawyer ready before you depart. Have this in place before you begin going down the line of all the things you hate about baby mama and what you have observed from the start. There is nothing more powerful than a woman scorned, spiteful, vengeful, hurt, and angry all at the same damn time. Best you seek prime, sublime peacetime. This is not the time for playtime. They will consider your leaving them with a baby as you are declaring a war crime. And they will embark on the details of your demise full time. You will be Superman in all of your glory. They will be the highest potency of kryptonite in your story. So tread carefully. Now, consequently, you have a very real choice in front of you on both hands. And it is a choice I behoove you to make before you start dictating to her your demands. On one hand, you can spend the majority of your time with the child in question and deal with the baby mama less. Or you can spend less time with the child and deal with all types of baby mama stress. Personally, I've always chosen the former as it leaves less room for dangled pawns, I must confess. For me, because of rejection, they have always tried to see my life and create a mess. And quite frankly, none of my baby mamas even know how to play fucking chess. Basically, I'm just not down with an ever-growing non-treatable abscess. But I digress. There are only two ways they can really hurt you, and this is not uncommon. The money in your pocket and the child you have in common. Now, if you wanted to leave and you love the children with all of your heart, well then this is going to be the easier part. Let's go down the list, shall we? Number one, get a family lawyer. You're going to need this. Number two, request for 60-40 parental custodialship, but nothing less than 50-50. Number three, tell your lawyer you want zero child support unless she comes for you, which she will, to pay her child support. Make sure all pillow talk secrets are protected from court as she will try her best to expose you. Always text, email, speak as if you are being recorded at all times. Separate anything you have in joint names and accounts. Know all doctors, teachers, allergies, ailments, appointments, and habits of your child before you walk into that courtroom as they will be used against you. Have the last year of taxes, credit cards, monthly bills, and expenses at the ready, as you will need to fill out very detailed form for the court. And yes, your dog's needs are in fact an expense. Be the first to file, be the petitioner, not the one petitioned. Sadly, until about the 5-year mark after separation, this just comes with the territory. A lot of hurt feelings are in play, and brand new maps of the future are now mandatory. In a perfect world, two mature individuals can see the writing on the wall, void of blame, and just assess what is best for the child's sake and stand tall. You are both to blame for whatever caused this union its downfall. Instead of playing back and forth emotionally hurt petty parental handball, you two can both come to the table admitting that you don't know it all. The child is the only one that truly suffers in this free-for-all. You guys chose to be parents, so even if you split up for the child's sake, you still have to follow protocol.
That ain't no better. That's just my baby daddy.
Who that is?
Ray, you owe $27,500 in back child support.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Ray, you don't need have to go there.